Welcome to Safari Park. We are at Kijami Overlook for the wedding of Carmen and Ronald. You got giraffes in the background here. We've got a rhino up there. So beautiful setting for a wedding. And today is January 25th, 2025, wedding number 2 for me of the year. And this one, no formalities, not even a first dance, no speeches, no parent dances. We are gonna do the ceremony here in a moment. We're gonna have a cocktail hour, then they're gonna have a wildlife encounter, and then we will do a grand entrance. They're gonna do a welcome speech, and then dinner and dancing. So real simple. We got the photo booth. We'll show you a little bit of that today, but 120 people. This one should be just a little bit of a party. They just wanna get married amongst the animals. So we'll see you on the next clip. All right, here's a good look inside the reception space at Kijami Overlook. We've got the photo booth over there, my man Tommy. We've got, I think, 125 guests today, again for Carmen and Ronald. My setup today, 2 RCF Art 932s, the XL Rockville booth in white, my custom panels in the hedge, and today we busted out. We're going back to the XDJ XZ. I missed this thing, and I'm excited to use it again. So Ape Labs on the lighting for today. We got up lights in the gazebo, the Ape Labs neons. There we go. There's a couple, well, actually no, it's just the bridesmaids and the bride taking pictures. Groomsmen are over there somewhere. And then out on the plains, look at that. See those giraffes right there? There's some giraffes right there. Check it out. Here we go. Please stand for our bride.
Now, by the power vested in me, it is my great honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Carmen, you may kiss your groom.
All right, we are at cocktail hour, getting set up for the wildlife encounter. Looks like a sloth going on here. See if it rains later today.
Product care specialist Elias. So this transportation device that we use for Uno is a safe way for us to move him from one area to another because he is a porcupine. In fact, he is a prehensile tail porcupine, which are from South America. And unlike what they show in movies and TV shows, Uno cannot shoot the quills out of his body. Those are just modified hairs. It would be as if we were able to shoot the hair from our head or the fingernails right out of our fingers. So those are made out of... I'm a little bit dangerous. Please leave me alone. He's not incredibly fast, but those quills are designed to protect him from even large predators. So what has to happen is if Uno sees a predator, he's first going to contract his muscles, expose those quills, make himself look much larger. If that doesn't work, he's going to turn his back to that predator and back into it. Because what happens when he does that is those quills slide into the skin easier than a hypodermic needle, and they're barbed. So they're designed to dig deeper and deeper into the skin. So after that happens, it's a little unfortunate and a little annoying for the predator. He has to deal with a whole face full of quills, while Uno has the ability to escape. You can see him munching on some corn. That is his favorite treat when we bring him to places like this, especially. And he likes to look at the surroundings too, which is why he turned around and looked. He's like, I'm gonna go look at those wildebeest out there. And you can see he shook a little bit, and I did see some people kind of reflex and flinch. Sometimes their quills can be shot out because they shed their fur and their hair just like we do. So sometimes when they're shedding and they shake their fur out, you might see a quill fall out. It's not like it's gonna shoot out like a dart, but it does fall out. And you can see Uno has that really big nose, which does feel like it's that piece of corn. So Elias is telling him, great job, Uno. Uno is going to hang on with that tail as he is transported back to his taxi, which will take him back to his habitat over at Benbow Amphitheater. And Uno does come out on a regular basis for our Journey into the Wild presentation as well. But speaking of porcupines, we are going to head to the other side of the planet to talk about another type of porcupine. But unlike Uno and our North American porcupines, these African crested porcupines do not have barbed quills. But if you look at all those quills that she has on her back end, they don't need to be barbed just based on how big those are. So this is a type of rodent that has to defend themselves against leopards and jackals and maybe lions and leopards, you never know. So she has to be able to protect herself, so those quills are much, much larger since her predators throughout their life. And if you saw a flash of orange in Uno's teeth or even quill hunt here, you might think, oh, does she have feathers on her teeth? She does not, but it's that rich iron content that helps her teeth be especially orange, but it makes them incredibly strong. And some porcupines will even eat a lot of tree bark in times of the year when food isn't readily available. That way they can get some nutrients. One of the first things we train them to do is to actually go into a kennel or a crate, or what we like to call taxis, because that's basically what they are. That way they can go from one location to another. And that's exactly what Tatis, our southern tamanduá, or a lesser anteater, just did. You saw his crate over to the left, or to your right, my left. That way he can go from one area to another. So he is another type of Amazonian wildlife. And just like the porcupine, he does have that contrast. And he's probably sniffing cool right now. He's like, oh, that's a very interesting scent. That contrast that he has helps him stand out at nighttime under the moonlight. That way he can also tell predators that I am dangerous. And really, how is that dangerous? Those front claws that he has are designed to tear into anthills or termite mounds, which is super, super tough. So he has to be able to crack open those really easily. He also
Take a better picture over with no
behind the scenes is good. He's pretty.
Her name is Aaliyah, and she is a Eurasian eagle owl. So this is the largest type of owl found anywhere in the world.
Wow.
And she's a female, so she's bigger than even the male counterparts would be. The females are about 30% larger.
Wow.
Hoot of a good time to finish things off here.
It's
Now,
snow, but
largest owl again found in different parts of Eurasia, Europe, Northern Africa. Now owls, we can talk owls for hours when it comes down to it. Gonna really, really solidify the coolest facts. Do we see her ears? Where are her ears? The little horns, right? Kind of looks like the horns. Those are called plumicorns, and it's called a false advertisement. It is not her ears. They're actually supposed to be, they're an adaptation that allow her to break her pattern when she's resting in a tree.
Oh yeah.
Finally, second to lastly, As many of you guys know, crafting is my love language, so I hope you guys take home these blankets, take home your little name signs, a little memento for when we get together. Shout out to the sweatshop here that helped me out. Alright, lastly, if we don't get a chance to catch up tonight, please know that you're here because you're important to us. And we are so, so happy that you can join us on our special day, so thank you.
The rhinos have invaded, and it's making the giraffes take off. Nope. There you go. Check that out. How cool is that? All right, shout out to Apple and their low light capabilities, because with my eyes, it's dark out there. I can barely make out anything, but we still have a couple of rhinos hanging out there, some giraffes hanging out back there. Yeah, and we got some other creatures moved in. But yeah, look at that.
Tool in his pants.